Almighty morning. We are live. And we already have people popping in. I don't see them in the chat quite yet. So if you are on YouTube and you know me and can, well, first let's post this in the chat. And if that doesn't work, if I don't see it, if you don't see it pop up on the screen, please let me know immediately so that I can get a hold of Restream and get that corrected as soon as possible. Welcome in to the what is this episode? The third episode of the year, which I'm so excited. I have Miss Amy Landa, and I met Amy at Tina Escoto's Mystic Horse Journey Center in Cave Creek. We've talked about Monday night classes. Well, this was a Saturday afternoon class that is just like the Monday night classes, except they don't go on every weekend now. I think they're only on once a month.
Fourth Saturday
a month. And I got to know Amy from that, and also Sisterhood of Healing. She'd come in every once in a while, and met a lot of great people up there. And you've been to Monday night class at least once, right?
I started at the Monday night, and then I soon preferred driving up to Cave Creek because her spiritual center is so yummy.
Yes, it is. Lots of great energy up there.
And then now I read there for Sisterhood of the Healers most Sundays when I'm in town.
Okay, and that would be the
first Sunday of the month.
Yep. And will you be there this on what is it, February 7th?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I've built up the energy in that little corner. I do psychic readings, and it's funny because now they're teaching me while I'm reading. There's a lot going on. It's fun.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So tell us how you got to be here. How did you start out?
So I started out, I was introduced to my clairvoyance when I was 19 in a human potential movement. It was the 70s. And the human potential movement was a thing called LifeSpring. I took a seminar or a training, and they called it OPV, other point of view. And I took to it like a fish to water. The first time I did it, I saw inside the gentleman's apartment. I could see his bedspread. I could see his dining room table. I could see where he parked his car out the window. And I could even open up the fridge and look at the condiments in his refrigerator.
Oh, wow.
And I was 19 years old, and I treated it like a party trick. And some people got a kick out of it, and some people were like, oh, that's creepy. And then I think it lasted for about 6 months before something really scary happened. And I just shut it down. I just shut it down and kind of forgot about it. But I've always been metaphysical or woo-woo. So I've seen psychics and studied astrology, the runes, I Ching, all this stuff. Oh, animal medicine. So Native American animal medicine. So anything that was woo-woo, I was into. And I had tarot cards, and my mom had a deck of tarot cards that I have now. They're very powerful. And because she was interested, my parents were academic, not religious. And so they were like, okay, if that interests you, have at it, So that was lovely. And then I was an empty nester in my mid-50s, 11 years ago. And I was in Tacoma, Washington, in my hometown. I was there for 10 years, a little break from the desert. And this woman that I'd had a psychic reading with invited me to a class. And I went to the class, and the next morning I woke up and I went, oh, that's right, I'm psychic. I forgot. And so the clairvoyant side, I went into a development circle with her, and the psychic side came alive, and it was all intriguing. I really enjoyed it. But when I moved here and started with Tina, she always had, Tempe, Everything Rocks, 7 to 9
Dangerous Rocks, yeah.
every Monday night. And so she did a little half hour of mediumship at the end of our psychic development. And one night I got the bug. I understood the message and I knew that I was being communicated with. And ever since then, I took to it like a fish to water.
And you said your parents not allowed you to do it, but they encouraged your explorations of different things, right?
Yeah, my dad was, through the 70s, he started, he was very intellectual guy. Both of them were smart, intellectual people. And he started studying like Joseph Campbell and the myths and the warrior's journey, or it was the hero's journey, and geodesic domes. And he was involved with the Unitarian Church and Camp La Foret in Colorado. He went to these, I went with him one time. He went to these camps, Unitarian Church camps, and just all these super non-mainstream experiences. So my family kind of was interested in all that. And I'm the one that stuck with it, or I'm the one that got the deepest. But intellectual in exploration was encouraged. And through friends and babysitters, my mom used to take us to the Methodist Church for Sunday school for free babysitting. She didn't go. She would, in her robe and fuzzy slippers, drive up there and drop us off. And then my friends, Episcopalian, Catholic, and then a babysitter was Jewish. So I went to all the services without an attachment to any of it. And I always knew that I was connected to something that wasn't human. And then in my 20s and 30s, I developed the language of my guardian angels. And so I just thought, oh, my guardian angels got that. Or my guardian angels, oh no, don't, I paid attention to my intuition. And when I didn't, I paid for it. When that little niggle,
right,
when I went against it, I paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we do have a video about it. If I'm not doing the right thing, I get this little shove and all that stuff. I do want to say that Robin Klink is in, and we must some kind of lag. You're not lagging, guys. It's definitely a problem with the chat, Restream chat. Okay, and I have to answer them too. I'm working with Restream right now because it took long enough. I hadn't seen anybody. But Robin Klink says, I love woo-woo. So I wanted to look at that.
We love woo-woo.
Woo-woo. Yeah. Jess is in, Katie Newkirk. So we've got people from, I'm not sure where Andrew is at, but Andrew's here too. Robin Klink is, it's East Coast. I want to say North Carolina, but I could be wrong. We've got Missouri, Brenda Watt from Houston, but this messages weren't showing up. Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on with that. I am working on that, but thank you for coming over to Love Riot Warriors on YouTube. So if anybody's listening to us and on a different channel, please go to Love Riot Warriors on YouTube. Chat, are you referring to the Restream chat app? Oh, I'm not sure what they're asking. I am on live. Go ahead. Now you told us a little about your background and your parents and everything. And you might not want to get into what scared you, which is fine. But was there, and when you turned in your 50s, you're empty nester. Now, do your kids have any of the
Not that they're developing, but Not that they're developing.
Okay.
And I have a very scientific daughter, and so sometimes I enjoy like showing her the studies of is it Emoto that did the water molecules?
Oh, yes.
So anytime there's proof, I'm like, hey, look, this is cool. She's very scientific. So yeah, but that was the funny thing about and I think there's a lot of us. But raising kids, I didn't want to be too far out of the mainstream. I didn't want to be, I never put a political sticker on my bumper. I just wanted them to have a non-controversial life. And so being an empty nester, I was like, oh, I can be, who I want to be now. And then Angela Shelby, fabulous Angela Shelby, www.angelashelby.com, analyzed a dream for me. And it was really an intense dream, but it was my fear that my being weird in the public eye would affect my children somehow. And that and it wasn't true at all, but it was inside me.
Right.
That I didn't. So I think once I was clear of that, I was like, oh, I can, because it's not, my extended family isn't that, they're kind of like, okay, Amy's doing that. They love me, but they don't want to talk about it with me, and they're not interested.
Yeah, but you have a big enough community. We all love you. And
oh, I love the community. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
And you started your own group on mediumship.
So bless Tina Escoto for, I think she trained half the mediums in the Valley, if not 3/4, or got them going, because she had a very intellectual mediumship class. It was over 10 months. I forget the day that we met, but we met once every 10 months and we read a lot and we looked at the science of mediumship, like the room between the molecules and the ether. And it was all very factual.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, if you want to practice, you're going to have to, practice on your own. And the 5 of us that ended up in the practice group glommed onto each other in the very first class. We just, all of us went, oh, do you want to, oh, me. And so we met at my house, Kat Camp, Angelina Schrock, Jenna Lee, and Angela Shelby. And the 5 of us would laugh so hard and have so much fun when we were practicing our mediumship that we did it for a year before I said, you know what? Let's be a group and do this in public and do it together. And then the medium lights was developed. And we had our December 5th, we had a Christmas party, and it was the first time some of us had seen each other in months, because we just grew and developed in our own ways, but it was a lovely support system. And it's hard to find. I do a lot of my mediumship practice online.
Okay.
In Zoom groups.
Okay. And on Zoom groups. All right. So you just find on, and hello, Angie, welcome in.
Hey, Angie.
So you know Angie too.
Yeah, from Tina's.
Yep. Monday night class. And she's on Wednesday nights with Dawn. Are you going to be on tonight with Dawn? I know on the 28th you will not, because he's got something else going on January 28th. So you won't be there.
Oh, they're at the Phoenix Rising.
Rising Phoenix.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm always saying Phoenix Rising too. Okay. Oh, welcome in, KK. Yeah. Where's KK's thing in there? Oh, there you are. I see you now. Now I'm seeing everybody popping up. So great. Now that the chat is finally working, I'm so excited. And Brenda, yep, welcome in. Now that I can see you guys, now you can see the chat.
I can see it now.
Yeah. So
hi, everybody.
And we should be getting more on too. Andrew, I hope you're still here. Let me know, because we haven't really discussed what she's going to do, but she will be doing some readings the second half. So, yeah,
Okay.
which is great. Now, hi, Gupta. Welcome in. Yes, I'll put you on the list. Make sure you put your question down if you have one. Otherwise, we'll just leave it up to Amy to decide the information you need. Okay, let's get back to you. So you have the medium lights, and you're doing all sorts of things with that.
And yeah, and the intensity of it lasted about a year, but it gave us all, I think it gave us all like confidence. Like, and to me, I do so much. I live alone and I work alone. I still have a part-time gig as an accountant, but as an accountant, I work by myself, and I just wanted not to be alone all the time. And so the medium lights, we got to be with each other and have fun and laugh, and the double entendre about a light like a beacon and a light like lighthearted. And so it was really lovely. And then Angela and I like the process so much that we're this Saturday 1 to 3 at your Cosmic Connection. We just read for whoever shows up.
Okay.
And the size of our audience, only once was too big for us to read everybody who comes.
That's fine.
Yeah.
They can come next time.
Yeah.
But that is so great that you were able to do that. Now, for those of you who don't know, it's 9720 West Peoria Avenue in Peoria. Okay, so it's approximately I think it's less than 1 mile from the 101.
1 or 2 stoplights.
Yep.
From the 101 on Peoria.
Right. And it will be on the right-hand side. Huge parking lot. Just be careful. That parking lot is not very driver friendly or car friendly. I'll put it that way.
Do people go all through the lanes? Is that?
No, it's just not smooth.
Oh, okay.
You've been there. I mean, I'm always trying to find a decent spot to drive around, because I don't think okay. They're just letting me know that they've looked at it. And I don't know why that I have to ask Restream to start my chat to work. I have no idea, but it only happens with him. Anyway, so, all right. So it used to be called the Place of Spiritual Wisdom. For those of you on the West Side who might not know that the name has changed. It is now Your Cosmic Connection. There is a very nice restaurant across the hall from them. You have to go from the outside, but it is a very good place to eat. Down home cooking, and Mercer's. The staff is great. So if you're ever out there in Peoria, stop by Mercer's too. Always go in Your Cosmic Connection first, but stop by Mercer's because they're really good people. And they usually have a lot of business going on. So if you get a chance and walk right in, please do so, because it doesn't happen that often. You might have to wait a little bit. It's not bad. They keep people moving and all. Okay. And the food is good. So you've got that. Let's go back to your accounting. Did you ever, and I know you didn't really use it again until your 50s, your abilities. Did you find that once it came back that your accounting, your bookkeeping and all was a little more in tuned, or did you catch things?
So yeah, it's not, I was highly intuitive. The psychic part is different, but highly intuitive, like, oh, that's safe for my kids, or that's not safe for my kids, or
Okay.
or sending, guardian angel. And I remember, I'm not married to him anymore, but I remember my husband saying, when do you let your kids walk to the store alone? And he sneered at me and he said, what are you going to do? Give him white light? And I'm like, what else is there? What are you going to pack a 45 Colt in their pocket? Like, what else is there? Like, yes, the white light is protective. So I've always had a sense of
Okay.
protection and white light and how things worked. I learned about violet light later and all this kind of stuff. But in accounting, yeah, I speak debits and credits like a foreign language. It just comes to me like, oh, okay. And so you develop an intuition about your work. The longer you do something, you develop an intuition about it. Like if something doesn't balance, oh, I'm going to check here first. And a lot of times it's where I'm drawn to check. And if it's not, then you got to check here and here and here and here. But the actual doing of it, that's interesting question, Julie, because I was working in the lumber industry in the Pacific Northwest, and these are not progressive thinkers.
No.
They're not. And they just thought that I was the weirdest. They just thought that and so it wasn't, I don't know. Yeah. It was
didn't
not
work well. I didn't mesh.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's the job that fell apart during COVID that brought me back to the Valley. So,
Oh,
yeah, it ran its course.
good.
Yeah.
And you were here. You graduated. You retired here, and then you are now more independent, right? Or are you
Correct.
working for a company?
Correct. And I came back because my kids settled here. So I have two, one of each, and they settled here. So I'm like, oh, I'll come back and I want to be close to them.
Okay, and I love this. Thank you for that. Okay, I've got to get rid of something else before I can grab that.
Angie wants to talk to me about accounting services. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, remember,
And I don't do taxes. We're talking, yeah. And I always say accounting is logical and taxes are legislated. There's nothing logical about taxes. And I don't do them. It's not my bag.
Well, definitely the legislatures who wrote the tax code, whatever, they had no idea what they were saying either. So no, they were very illogical in their legislation, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. Now, oh, okay, I've got you on that, Gia. I've got you on the list. The question also is, do you go back and forth to Seattle? Do you still go back there? Okay.
They call me a sweat bird because I live here and I fly north for the summer.
I
So a
love it.
snowbird, isn't that funny? They live up there and fly south for the winter.
Yeah.
But about 5 years ago, the name came up and I thought it was funny. So I escape the heat. I have a little 800 square foot cabin that is not insulated or doesn't have central heating. It's a beach cabin, and it's my toehold on the planet. So I go up there for the summer.
And this is Angie's reaction to that, the statement
that I don't do taxes. I'll have to find somebody. If anybody knows anybody who does taxes, we'll have to pass their name all around.
And those that you trust, because
and the big firms are great, but they're so expensive.
Yeah, and I don't want that. Yeah, I
No.
need to find it. I had a great tax accountant.
Yay.
Yeah. I think we went to her for like 5-6 years and she passed. So it was really sad. However, she didn't charge us a whole lot. She basically charges for her time only. Not, I'm going to charge you $250 to, do an easy form or anything like that. No, she charged us $50. We took up probably an hour and a half of her time and $50. Thank you very much. So if I can find somebody like that, but I still want you to talk to them because your intuition will tell me this is the right person for you, or no, this person doesn't know what they're talking about.
Happy to help.
So if anybody wants to run somebody by her, go ahead. She has is it mediumamy.com?
Mediumamy.com. That's my website.
Or mediumamy@gmail.com. Is that your?
It's Amy at mediumamy is my
Amy
email.
at mediumamy. Okay.
Is my .com is my email.
Right.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Can she do my taxes from the great beyond? I'm open to working with her.
I almost made a joke about that when you said, let's talk to her today.
And at the time I knew her, I wasn't doing this stuff. So yeah, I might get a hold of her myself and see what she can. She's probably throwing up her hands with what's going on these days, going, I can't believe the craziness of it. But anyway, I'll see if I can contact her. And hey, for you mediums out there, I mean, I'm working on my mediumship, but for those mediums out there, if you can get her to come in, yeah, we'll talk. And her name is Mo or Maureen, M-O as well. So just saying. I'd love to have I know my ex is up there with her, so hopefully he'll, send the word that I need her help. Yeah. Anyway, and then I wouldn't have to even worry about $50. I'm just saying. I'm sure I can donate that money somewhere that she would like, even to her kids. I have no problem with that. And let's go back. Oh, so you go up to Seattle. You have the cabin up there on the beach. And I'm trying to allude to the fact that you have someone else in your family who does certain things, because I met that person at Tina's because Scott brought her in.
Yes. So, and that was interesting because it was right around the time that I was back in touch with my psychic senses.
Oh, okay, cool.
And before mediumship.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'll tell the story. So I have a special needs sister. She's 3 years older than I am. And her condition or whatever was caused by lack of oxygen in the birth process. So she doesn't have a syndrome, or she just is her own unique self. And when my kids graduated high school, and like I say, I took a break from the desert and I went back to Tacoma, Washington, where she lives. And my cat wasn't showing up, and I was scared and worried about my cat, Sky Cat. And she'd been gone for a few days when in that moment of waking before full consciousness, I saw her in Jesus's arms, and then I knew that she was on the other side. And I was heartbroken, and I didn't know how to tell my sister, because my sister's very attached to animals. And so I was very careful how I explained it. My sister's name is Gina. And so I was very careful how I explained it to Gina. And she was not surprised. She just looked at me like, mm-hmm. And I'm like, what's going on? What? Like, how, and then it comes out, I think I'm the first person she told, but she goes to the other side when she sleeps. And so she plays cards with my grandma and my mom, and she visits with people, and she has experiences, and she's not handicapped on the other side, so she likes it there. And this whole thing opened up, and I just I remember I taped her. I bought a camera and video tape, and I taped her for about 1.5 years. And we went to and anyway, it doesn't matter. But I was fascinated with it. I'm like, what? Who? And then when things happened, I would say, what happened up? She calls it heaven. We call it heaven, and she calls it up, and I call it up too. But I'm aware that it could just be a dimension right here, right in front of me, or right beside us. It could be a dimension right here, but we call it up. And the funny, she says Michael Jackson sings for them. She says that JFK lives in a big, huge white house. She says it's the whole thing is fascinating. I could go on and on. But the funny thing that happened that I want to tell you about is Nelson Mandela passed. Mm-hmm. And I talked to Gina about it, like, what was it like last night? And on that same night, Paul from the Fast and Furious, Paul, beautiful blue eyes Walker.
Yes, Paul Walker, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And she was like, oh, that, like Nelson Mandela, like, oh, that.
No big deal.
Paul Walker, I just was like.
I love that story.
It's just. So she has her own sensibilities, and she's not handicapped. And then at the very beginning, it's shifted now, but at the very beginning, she would tell me about water skiing and snow skiing and doing all the things that our family did that she wasn't able to here on the planet. And so, so that's a quirky thing in my family. And through mediumship, I know it's my dad's side. That it's funny, but and I just got a little niggle. You never know about your mom's side. So, and she's half Swedish. Her parents were full Swedish, and their parents emigrated. So there could be a little something that I don't know, but nobody ever. And in mediumship, I talked to a lot of people who they're just so excited about the lives we lead now because of our freedom, but it was not acceptable to say anything about it. And then if you said, oh, I heard it, it just wasn't socially acceptable. So they had to be very careful about how they operated with their intuition or clairvoyance or all that.
All their abilities, yeah.
All the abilities.
Yeah.
So anyway, so she, when she sleeps, she goes to the other side, and
And one of the reasons, at least when we talk to her, one of the reasons that she sees all these people is because she's a gatekeeper there. She and her dog, or the dog's the boss though, right?
Yeah, she went into great detail of who can come in and who has a key and who can't, and who, and yes. There's a whole thing. Yeah.
And one of the things she mentioned, and for those of you who really appreciated what he did, just know that according to Gina, is that now I can't even think of his name.
Robin Williams.
Robin Williams walked straight in. No transitions, nothing.
There's a she says, and I believe it, that suicide, people that take their own lives have a special onboarding process. And she said that Robin Williams had served humanity to such a degree that he just walked in. He didn't go through the suicide process.
Which is great that he didn't have
And then when Philip Seymour Hoffman overdosed and died, I asked my sister about it, and she goes, yeah, he doesn't even smoke pot anymore. And I go, people in heaven smoke pot? She's like, duh. And I'm like, oh my God, okay, all right.
Doesn't do anything for him. I don't know why, but okay.
But she, Yeah, they have champagne on birthday. This is her reporting. I have no idea.
Yes.
Because they have champagne on birthdays um but she said that it scared him, and it just broke my heart because he didn't intend to go, but he overdosed and his life ended.
Yeah. And I'm sure a lot of people that have
Don't intend. Yeah.
So okay, but that is a fascinating side to you as well, is that you have a sister that goes in. Does she give you more reports? I mean, you told me new stuff this time than I hadn't heard before. So I appreciate that.
It's funny, just in this little phase of our lives, I signed her up for classes at the community college, but she doesn't like it here.
Yeah.
And so we're dealing with her depression being down here. And so I'm, got her signed up for community college and dealing with those kind of issues. And so I'll have to see if it cheers her up to talk about it, or if it makes her more sad that she's not there.
Yeah. And she did a great job. She does not, I mean, the best way to say it is she reads cards. She does read cards. She knows what card you got just by what it looks like, and she can tell you what it means. She also has a book to hand you to read to know what that card means as well. But she does. She knows so much. Is that the only deck she uses? Is the animal one? Or
yes.
Okay.
She has a bunch of others, but she'll lay them out and then take a picture and say, "What does this mean?"
Oh, that's so sweet. Yeah. Yeah. And she does rely on you a lot. And I'm sorry that she's going through the depression. But if you can tell us that, we do think of her often and love to see her again if the chance happens. So
Excellent. I will. Thank you.
And I know you've got so many other things in your life. So you were talking about Angela's dream, your dream interpretation by Angela. And you guys do a whole lot together, your cosmic connection, but you're doing the mediumship. Now, are you working on learning about dreams too, or is there other modalities you're working on?
The other modalities, I just took a class on Monday they say, yeah, so healing medium. And so it was Hodson. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on his name. He runs the ISF, the International Spirit. Robin. Thank you. So Robin Hodson, it was a 5-hour training, and he taught us to astral travel to hold the space for spirit healers to come in. And it was fascinating. And so that's a whole new, because in my shamanic work, traveling to the lower world, there's an upper world, our world, and the lower world, non-ordinary realities, and then ordinary reality. And so traveling to the lower world to meet animals and talk to animal spirits and totems is really cool. But I don't do a lot of work in the upper world because I get confused where I am and stuff, because I do a lot of work in the upper world in different roles. And so traveling on the astral plane and being aware of the astral plane and then meeting a guide and stuff, that was so cool and profound. I'm still processing. It was Sunday, so I'm still processing, but that's a new modality that I'm really interested in. And then yesterday, these ladies booked a reading on my website, and it wasn't a regular reading. the person they were curious about had gone missing. And so, and I was like, oh my goodness. So it was like a true crime episode. It was fascinating. And the things that I saw or could describe to them what I was being shown, and they were like, we thought so. Like it was very trippy. And so I'm like, oh, that's kind of, yeah, I don't want to like work for the police or anything like that. But all these different offshoots. So yeah, so I just, whatever crossed my path, if I'm able to help, I'm happy to.
Now, when it comes to shamanic work, are you a shaman or are you a shamanic practitioner?
So I call myself a shamanic practitioner because a shaman is a community leader and a healing medium or a healer, but that power to, and what else? But it's too big of a description for me. I'm like, I'm not that. And I think it's the community leader part, but the shamanic practices of journeying, and that's as far as I've gotten in my shamanic practice are these journeys, but they're fascinating. And the last one I did, I spoke to a llama, LLAMA, and it kept winking at me. I attract humor. I like funny. So I attract funny. And it kept winking at me, get it, llama, like a holy person. And so I was like, and then at the very end of our conversation, the llama reminded me again, remember, like, ha. So when I report, and then I journal, and then I report back. And so when I reported back to my client, or the sitter, I guess you would say, she looked at me and she was like, did I tell you about Bhutan? And I was like, I don't know anything about Bhutan. And a llama's blessing had changed her life in Bhutan.
Oh,
and
wow.
so for my journey on her behalf to have met a llama winking at me, and it was so meaningful to her, and cool things like that happen.
I do want to, I've talked to you before that a guy named Victor will be in, and he's saying, hope to connect with grandmother. She was 50% Norwegian and 50% Swede. So,
Okay.
from Sweden. And I'm just what he said on there. But yes, this is what he comes in all the time. Love your damn self. Okay. And he's watching his TV. Oh, I'm so great. I'm so excited that we're on TV. Really, I mean, it's got to be huge. Yeah. Okay. So thank you, Victor. I know I didn't really talk, let her know that you were in, but she can see the chat. So now that the chat is finally working, but yeah. So, and you talked about a shamanic practitioner. Have you looked into druids at all? Okay.
I'm not it's so fun to work with Angela because her breadth of knowledge is huge. And so spirit can use this huge breadth of knowledge, but I don't know anything about Celtic or Druid, it's just not my, I just know what I know. And I was laughing. I wrote this down because I thought it was so funny, because Jerry Seinfeld was in a Q&A and somebody said something about comics, and he like if he could do this or that, and he goes, comics do what they can, and if they're this kind of comic, that can't be this kind of comic. It's just not, they just do what they can. And I laughed because that's how I feel about mediumship. I'm like, I can do what I can. And other things, I'm like, it's not my lane. It's not in my lane. And so a lot of ancient stuff I just don't know about. And star races and stuff like that, it's not in my lane. I just don't have the
Well,
yeah.
well, it's not that, and you're not looking to learn that at this time.
Well, and then I trip over mythology. I love crosswords, but I'm always tripping over mythology. I've learned my mythology through crosswords.
Really? Wow.
Zeus and Hera, and then I have an astrologer that I work with, Deborah Norton. She's fabulous, and she likes the mythology behind the planets and everything, and I think it's fascinating, but it's not my frame of reference.
Right. Well, you were talking about I Ching and a few other things, and I was wondering if you even looked at human design at all.
So, oh, that's another person. I work with the most amazing people. Renee Spears in Bozeman, Montana. She has a business, Abundology. So like abundance science, abundology.com. And so she did I took her spiritual summer school and had a human design. We studied human design, and then she offered a package that included both human design and astrology and some other things. And I bought that too. I really like her. And I'm going to be teaching mediumship for her this year, probably. We're going to meet about it tomorrow. So I'm excited about that.
Great, great.
But so I've been through the human design and kind of at my age, no surprises, except for, they said, wait to be invited, like your modality or what's most successful. And I went, oh, that makes so much sense. Because if I offer help, like, oh, I can help, it's always kind of a disappointing experience. But if somebody says, hey, I need help, or hey, I'd like a reading, or hey, can you, my chances of success and fulfillment are better if I wait for the invitation. And that was worth the whole, if I had to pay or whatever, that was really a good thing to know.
And that must mean you are a projector.
Yeah.
Because I'm a projector. Scott's a projector.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Lester's a projector.
Yeah.
Yes. And one of the most unique projectors I have seen her chart. She is very unique because she's the only one, because they tell you it's impossible. Only one I know that has a splenic authority.
Oh, I do. Is that
not splenic? What? Yeah, it is.
Oh.
So you wait a minute. So your spleen is where you get your energy. I'm a splenic projector. I'm a splenic projector.
I think I am too.
Okay. Well,
the word, because I asked her, what does that mean?
Yeah. But no, I'm sorry, you're right. It's sacral authority. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
yeah.
we're not supposed to have sacral authorities. Jess has sacral authority. She is
That's cool.
Projector I know that I've seen. And everybody teaches you cannot have sacral authority if you are a projector.
I love breaking the rules. That's cool.
I know. She does break the rules in different ways. She's also on live on Friday nights with Bonnie and on Sunday mornings with Bonnie. So if you ever want to see Jess, that's her. Yeah, she smiles. And I forgot which one it was. Yeah, I'm a splenic projector. Scott's a projector. Yeah, there's just so many people that are projectors. And I don't know why, because we don't do other than Jess. We don't create our own energy, that I'm always drawn to projectors. Because
22% of the population, that's what I learned.
Yeah, but we know so many of them. I mean, I know.
That makes sense, like intuitive people. And I taught mediumship on Monday. It was such a cool class at Your Cosmic Connection. And out of the whole class, only one was a linear communicator. And that person was kind of frustrated with me because the rest of the class and I are intuitive communicators. And he'd be like, hey, you know,
don't leave me behind. Yeah. Okay.
me behind. And it just, projectors or intuitive people, we kind of find each other, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Yep. Yeah. So that's why I wondered if you had any idea of human design, because you had mentioned a few modalities that are put in there. And yes,
Yeah,
we are
this much. And then you and I were talking about astrology because 2026 is just amazing astrologically.
yeah.
And so I tease, I know enough to be dangerous. And then I had to write it all down for myself
Yeah, I'm going
because
to see if I can put it on here too, real quick.
because I tried to explain it to people. And so a lot of it I just grabbed from. I'm really enjoying my experience with AI. I know it's a controversial subject, but back to dream analysis, Angela Shelby, we were laughing because she goes, oh, if I were doing only that, it would put me out of business, because it's an amazing dream analyzer, ChatGPT.
Yes.
It's helped me a lot. Yeah.
I have tried it with human design and it got things backwards. So, and they go, well, we're not perfect and whatever. I'm not perfect is what it said. It's like, but I had to write it out for them.
I gotcha. And I just want to react, Elysian. Hi.
Her name
I
is
saw,
Jess. It's Jess.
okay. Oh, Jess.
Jess, that's her
Okay.
name.
And Uranus and Gemini on July 4th. And my information has it settling April 25th. And Uranus and Uranus, sorry, in Gemini is thrilling to me because the last time it was in Uranus was in Gemini, it was the birth of radio and TV. So this communication and technology and bringing people together under the same roof, it's really cool. Very cool.
Yeah. And I'm working on posting this. Where do I want to post it? Let me see if I can do it in the captions.
And the other thing with Neptune settling into Eris January 26th, yay, blending with Aries, fiery drives, shifts towards spiritual courage, inspired action, and redefining identity. And I was so happy to be teaching mediumship right now because the world needs mediums. Spirits want to communicate with us. They want to help.
They have a lot more to say than they used to. Just saying.
Yeah, and the lifting of illusion and Pluto's change and bringing the dark, like the darkness is, coming up for us all to see. I go like this because of some of the things that are going on right now are so ugh. But the darkness is being lifted, the corruption, power, greed,
yes,
is being exposed. And it's a thrilling time on the planet, I think.
Yeah. Lifting a lot of illusions. Yes. Yeah. I know the truth is coming out this year. Unity. This year is the year of unity.
And the we and the greedy me, these 80-year-olds that are so greedy and want power and stuff, they're of a whole different generation. And so the new generation is power to the people. The we, it's really cool. Very cool.
And there was a YouTube video. I Energy, I think, is the person's name on YouTube. Anyway, IE Energy. She was talking about there's two timelines right now. Those are going to the past, those that want to reverse, and then love. Those are the two timelines right now.
You know, on my notes for coming in today, I wrote in red, the most powerful force in the universe is love.
Yes.
And yeah, Einstein, Tina taught me this, but
Yes.
that Einstein knew it.
Yep.
Yeah, and it wasn't, scientific, but the most powerful force on the universe is love. So we got to hang in there with all our white light and love.
And Andrew says that last night during a dream, I experienced a super bright white light. At the center of the light was a book. The light was too bright to make out the title of the book. Any insights of what it means for me? Well, and we're going to be reading in about 3 minutes. So you'll be the first one in, Andrew. And let's see, who else was the first one in? Robin, are you still here? Please let me know if you're still here, Robin Klink. Robin, or Robin Flint. I always get mixed up things. Yeah, it's Robin Klink. Okay. So let me know on that if you're still here. But Andrew, you'll be the first one. We will take a little bit of a break. All of a sudden, I'm getting a lot of stuff coming in. So, wow. I think a lot of energy is coming in. A lot of entities are coming in to be heard. So I hope your mediumship is ready, because I'm feeling it. Are you feeling that energy?
My spirit helpers were telling me today that they're ready.
Okay, good.
Because I go, oh, can I do mediumship like that, like speed mediumship? And they're like, we'll give it a try.
Yeah, do what you can. Do what you can. I mean, if it takes it all, and Robin is in good, I think. Yeah. And also, love to know MJ knowed stuff years later from song. They are not really care about us. Gave me chills after seeing what we are now. Not sure what you mean by that, Victor. If you can reword that a little bit for us. But he likes MJ songs, and you mentioned MJ that he sings for. I don't know if you were here at the time, but MJ does sing for the people in heaven. So
Oh, interesting.
I feel so much love here. Beautiful. Wish, see if father's mom. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes, I'm here. Okay. So we're going to go with Andrew first, then Robin, whatever question you have, please let us know. And I'm going to hit the 2-minute timer, and we will be back in 2. Okay. Wow, Davy Jones came in too. Hello, everybody. Okay, so Robin is here. We're going to go with Andrew. What was the other thing? Wow, there's a lot of energy this thing. I looked in America's birth chart for this year's astrology, and wow. Oh, you're going to have to tell us about that, Jess. I'm just saying.
I'm going to look it up. That's awesome. That's so cool.
Yeah. Okay, this is what his question is.
Okay, so a super bright white light, and at the center of the light was a book. The light was too bright to make out the title of the book, any insight of what it means for me. And so non-psychically, just Jungianly, it speaks to spiritual education. Like a book brings us knowledge, and it's this white light, and maybe it's that you're not learning through a book. I don't know. Like, let's check it out. So what's going on with Andrew? Receiving for Andrew. Oh yeah. So so the image, so a spiritual person shows up in my psychic and my clairvoyance as a little Buddha triangle. And it's just, there's all this energy coming in from all different angles. And so you're receiving a lot of spiritual information and spiritual lessons, and that's what's going on.
Okay.
And if there is, sorry,
Go ahead.
and if there is a book, it will cross your path effortlessly. If there is a certain book that they want you to read, I think it's a metaphor in the dream, but if there is, it'll cross your path effortlessly. There's no, but all kinds of new and mostly spiritual information is coming your way. Divine information.
And the only thing I can suggest, and it's her read, is that you write down any information you get, whether it's writing, having a journal, dream of journals, dream journal, blah, or any information that comes your way, because knowledge is coming your way, and you might want to write it down so that you can continue looking back as you gain knowledge. That's all I'm getting on that book. Sorry about that.
That's good. It's good.
Okay. And Robin. Yeah, usually I don't interrupt, but I figured there was something about you need to keep track of what you're learning. It's very important. Okay, so Robin, is there a specific, tell me what guides want me to know. There you
go. Okay. Receiving for Robin. So, so this technique, they introduce you to me in a costume, and then I interpret the costume. But they're showing me you in a nurse's hat from like the 50s or 60s with the little red medical cross, and it's a nurse's hat, and there's some TLC or some triage needed in your world that you can help with. Or if that's your role, they're showing me the Wonder Woman stance, hands on hips. If that's your role to like, if you're caregiving, if that's your role to like take it on and know that you're making a difference. Because you are making a difference. So that's what they want you to know, that your TLC making a difference.
All right. And next we have Gupta. He would like a message on love.
Oh, I love messages on love. Gupta, you're spreading the love. It's that image of the pebble in the pond where the ripples go out. So, and I've seen this before, and it's absolutely lovely. That even if you walk into a grocery store, your vibe uplifts the patrons. And then the way they show it, and my guides are funny, but the way they show it to me are like the odor, in the comics when they have an odor and it's the wavy lines come off whatever smells. But this isn't a smell. It's like your auric wake, like a boat leaves a wake in the water. It's like when you walk down the street, there's a wake of love. And so you got the love and you're spreading the love. And it's all thumbs up on that. So the message on love is you're doing a great job spreading it and sharing it and emanating it. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Any responses? Okay. I wanted to say thank you guys for putting your questions in real quick. So, okay. And that was Gupta. So anything else for Gupta before we go on?
It just feels so lovely. Thank you for asking, because I got to bask in it for a moment, but you're doing awesome. And from Amy to you, I hope it reflects back. I hope, what you're putting out comes back tenfold, because it's beautiful.
There you go, Gupta. And Gupta's in India.
Okay. That's a lot of people to affect.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So just keep going. Spread the light. Okay, so, and then I'm going to go to Katie, Miss Katie in Missouri, who you really are now. Okay, that was what she said earlier. However, she wrote recently, here, this is what she wants.
Okay, so receiving for Katie, whatever your guides want you to hear, receiving for Katie. These are so beautiful. So they're just showing me a fabulous garden as if it's a backyard. But they're showing me a fabulous garden, and the message is the seeds that you've sown in the past are blossoming, and they're bringing beauty and aroma, and they're uplifting anybody who lays eyes on them. What else about what? And they're making a little joke like, plant some more, because next season you'll want to see. Yeah. Just because these are blooming, don't forget to keep planting the seeds, but and also to enjoy the harvest, to enjoy the blossoms. Like, oh, I did that. This is awesome. This is beautiful. And what else for? Okay. And that's it. But it's this beautiful blossoming of seeds that you've sown in the past.
Yes, keep manifesting. Definitely. Okay, and let's see. Gia, are you here still? Gia, are you here?
Okay, so anything the universe wants me to know. So receiving for Gia. So I wish it was in front of me because I always worry about paraphrasing incorrectly, but who said it? It's not important, but a wise person said that the depth of our sorrow, creates the holder of our joy. So the more sorrow we experience and are broken by, makes room in who we are for just that much more joy when it comes. So the two extremes. And so the image was of a heart with a little V out of it. It wasn't broken in two, but it had a little V out of it. And so it reminded me, of sorrow making this canyon. But the deeper our sorrow, the deeper sorrow carves into us, like the Grand Canyon, the more joy we can hold. And so that's what the universe wants you to know today.
All right. And looking through here, Victor, which was your question? I want to make sure I get your question.
The grandma?
He said something about grandma, but then he said something else later. So I want to make sure, but I'll go ahead and put that for Victor right now. And Sandra, I'll add you to the list. Hopefully we can get to you.
Okay, so let's, I was curious about this. So receiving for Victor, and I'm going to mispronounce it, but Asha or Asha, I don't know what the pronunciation is, but grandma, Victor's grandma. And her, I sense her as tiny, excuse me, I sense her as tiny and mighty and tiny. And it's almost like, of course I want to connect, or of course I have something to say. And she's got that grandma, she just wants to give you the love and like squish you with love. And this is so cliche, but it's always there, the love and the pride. She has so much love and she's so proud of you. And she perceives you as really brave and barrier breaking, and she's kind of amazed by the trajectory of your life and what's important to you, but she's proud up to here, just bursting with pride. She's lovely. She's like, I know you're on a schedule, so you just tell him that. So that's the message, with a little squish of grandma love.
And this is what Jess calls her Mighty Mouse. And
that tough, yeah, tiny and tough. I like it. Tiny and mighty.
Meet her so much now. She's with you. You know this. You know this. Please embrace the fact that she's still with you. And this is what Jess said as far as shedding. Tears in the valley grow flowers that bloom. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So thank you for that.
And the fire horse, bring it on, right?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I have work to do before then, so I'm still working on things, but yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Okay. Brenda, are you here? We already did Katie. And KK, are you here? We're going to go with Davy right now. Davy, are you still here? Okay.
So, a reading from your guides. Receiving for Davy. I'm like, oh, because your guides mean business. They're not. This is so weird. They're not goofy like my guides. My guides are really silly, but yours are showing up like old-fashioned warriors, like he has a staff, like old-fashioned warriors on a cliff overlooking the ocean to protect the village. And they're just standing mighty on the edge of this cliff, like, and excuse me, can I swear or no?
Yes, you can.
But yeah, we're not fucking around. We're protective and we're here and we're strong and they're definitely protecting you. But they have almost like a warrior level protection and might. It's so interesting to me. I want to ask you a gazillion questions because they're so. Hang on. So a message. They're softening now. They're like, oh, thanks. You know, like, they made their point. They're like, oh, you know, so they're softening a little, but they have your back. They have your back, and they're not messing around with it. They got your back. So that's what they want you to know.
Great.
And then I'm like, I'm sorry. Then they're like, we have his back in a big way. Remember the cliff and everything? So they have your back in a big way. They can see what's coming for miles, and they're protecting you. And they're protecting you, because our guides adore us. They're with us because they love us so much and they like our energy. And then whatever you're doing, they want you to succeed.
And Jess requested a reading. She doesn't always, so I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
What was your question? Let's see. I know you said I'll take it. Oh, there you go. That's what she requested.
Didn't I? I didn't? Okay.
What?
I was under the impression that I had, but that's okay. It's fine. So
yeah, she just posted this up. You were talking to a lot of people, but she
okay.
interacts a lot and
that's with the astrology and stuff. That's awesome.
Yes, okay. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the United States birth chart. I'm gonna look that up. That's nice. Okay. So I'd love to know what my guides want me to do next. Okay. All right. So, and it's Jess, even though it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Receiving for Jess. The sense of humor. So, so the answer is rest and integrate. And the image is one of those chaise lounges that are half couch and half, like in the, I don't know, a chaise or a lounger, and somebody with a big palm frond fanning you, and so I'm making it up, but peeling grapes for you, but and then it's that message of integration, that you don't have to go all the time. What you're doing is fantastic and high energy, it feels like. And they're saying what to do next, like rest and integrate, like spoil your body is kind of what they're saying.
Okay. So and good. Sorry.
I love me a good chaise lounge. That's awesome. And it's well deserved, because whatever you're doing they're just 100% behind. But the message, what to do next, is a little rest.
All right. And Dawn is in the house, so welcome in, Dawn.
Hey, Dawn.
KK, are you still here? Did you want a reading? Brenda, did you want a reading? Please let us know quickly. We're going to go ahead with Kayla until you guys let us know. Okay. You have space on the list. Okay. Sounds good. I will put you on. Kayla.
Kayla. Okay. Let's see what's up with Kayla. For Kayla. Receiving for Kayla. I hope this means something to you that I'm not hip to, but the way they're introducing you to me, or the image that they want me to share, is a fan dancer, like a sexy, like she keeps her fans in front of her parts and teases, and it's a sense of sexiness and fun and show offness without, and not a big ego thing, but like just a sense of fun and silliness and sexiness and playfulness. And there's something about tickling with these feathers that tickle, but it's very lighthearted. And then she's kicking her foot up with a high heel, like kicking her leg up, and it's just I'm like, am I doing it? And they're like, you're doing fine. So that's the message: is lighthearted, sexy, fun, silliness, sensual pleasure. It's really lovely. And a lot of times when we're so serious about our lives and what we're doing and everything, we forget to, I was teaching mediumship on Monday. I'm like, lighten up. And I like the double entendre, because when we're lighter, we can connect with the heavens easier. The joyfulness is a good ticket to that.
Okay. And this was another one that she had put. So I don't know if if you connected at all to her grandmother.
Oh, okay. I can ask. Okay. Would love to hear from my grandmother, as her 2-year anniversary was just a few days ago. Oh my gosh. So she's showing up, and she's making a joke about because they can show up however they want to, but she's showing up as her young self and having some fun with you, saying oh, I could have been a fan dancer. Not exactly, but because of my last reading, she's making a joke about that, her younger self. And she's drawing my attention to your hair, or her hair, something about hair. I don't know if she was really proud of her hair, but there's something about self-care and beauty. And does she want you to take care of your hair? Are you over like processing it or coloring it or something? I don't know, but there's a hair message there for you. And let me just it's really interesting. She's with you a lot, and then she shows me standing and this all could be metaphor, but she shows me standing in front of the mirror with you when you're doing your mascara and stuff. There's something about there's messages about beauty and self-care, and she's right there with you. And it's almost like she wants to help you pick your clothes in the morning. And there's something along that theme, and the love and the attachment, or the wanting to love you so much, is showing up. And there's this element of beauty and self-care that she's with you in giving the message. And she thanked me for that. And I'm going to thank her for coming.
All right, Kayla, I hope that helps. All right. And we're going to go right to V. Vendal. I said we were 2 away, but we're going to go right to V. Vendal.
Okay. Vivendal. Let's see what your guides have to say. Receiving for Vivendal. So they're introducing you to me as a firewood splitter. And so with the axe and the splitting and the thing, and then the stacking, and it's a message of self-sufficiency, and they're reminding me of he who splits wood for fire heats himself twice, because you work up a good sweat. Oh, Vandana. Okay, well, I'm sorry. It's a female. But anyway, it's the same message. It's the same message. I thought it was a male, but I'm going to go to a female. But your ability to take care of yourself and heat your home, or what is this fires, this splitting wood? Okay. Yeah, it's a message of strength and ability and confidence in yourself, and knowing that you can heat yourself through a cold winter. It's a metaphor, but it's important, because they're just sticking with this image. And she who splits wood for a fire heats herself twice, because you work up a good sweat with the axe, and then you have wood to heat your home. And so it's a message of self-sufficiency and strength and dependability. You can depend on yourself. And that's the message. There's no other beings in the picture that they're showing me. And it's a lost art, heating. I've done it. To heat ourselves with, at this little cabin I was telling you about. It has, they're showing me from experience. So Vandana, you got it going on. You got the strength, and you should have the confidence in yourself. And that's the message.
Yeah, and Jess added this to
that. That's lovely. It's very Zen.
And this is from Kayla, her response.
Oh.
And Kayla, I will be experimenting with a vital hair complex. And so I will keep you guys apprised of how that goes. I know there's a lot of people with thinning hair, and also I wanted to try it and see how it works for me. And my hairdresser said, yes, it comes from what you put inside your body, not what you put outside your body or on your hair. That makes a difference. So I wanted to get that. Also,
and your grandma will guide you.
Yes.
Yeah. She'll niggle you, because, so that's awesome.
Yeah, and there was one other thing about that, about the fans.
Yeah.
The fan dancing, yes.
Yeah.
So, and 2 movies that I love about fan dancing. One is a very oldie but goodie, and that is White Christmas. Have you ever seen that?
I'm sure I have, but I don't remember fan dancing. But it's fine. It's not.
The sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. Just watch the first 20 minutes and you'll see what I'm talking about. I think it's within the 20 minutes. Anyway, and the other one is burlesque. So those are the 2 that are a lot of fun to watch just for that fan dance. And when you said that, it's like I could see those movies in my head. Okay. So,
and this is a good time that with that comment, I just wanted to let you know that Angela Shelby and Jenna Lee have a podcast, the Erotic Soul. Oh my gosh, did I forget it? Erotic Soul podcast.
I've got it in here somewhere, I think. Because Jenna was in.
Yeah, and they're talking about modern society and all that. Oh, thank you. Yay. Erotic Spirit podcast. Yay. And it's lovely to, like, everybody has sex and nobody talks about it. So they talk about it in a healthy way, and especially helping women kind of
Get
lose
past
the
the
shackles of cultural taboo. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and I did see their recent video with the not quite a fan, but close enough.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, so I'll look forward to it.
It was fun, and they were laughing, having a great time. So good for them. And yes, I knew I needed that sometime today. All right.
Excellent. Good.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that. And Don wanted a reading, but we're going to get to somebody else first. Hold on. Let me get back to, okay, chat and then the pinned. This message resonates with me. So, Vandana, thank you. Sandra Dole, are you still, I know I probably say that wrong, but Sandra, are you still in the house? Are you still here? Then I got Letty and Dawn.
A message from the ancestors. Okay. All right.
Harley, I got you too, but I'm going to put you after Dawn. Okay. So.
Okay. Receiving for Sandra. My guides are their sense of humor, because when I see ancestors, I see a huge V, because we have so many on the other side, some more than others, depending on how big our families are as we go. But this huge V of people. And then I'm going to say 7 rows back, there's somebody like raising their hand. Like, oh, I do. Oh, awesome. Oh, and no, okay. And that's funny that I said 7, because that's the LDS, healing 7 generations. But anyway, so it's a message of the work that you're doing here is rippling backwards as well as forwards. So when we break the chain of I don't want to guess, but when we break the chain of dysfunction, when we break that chain, it helps heal them as well as our children. And so there's an ancestral idiosyncrasy that isn't very healthy, that your life and your decisions and the way you're conducting yourself is healing backwards. And it's very powerful. I'm covered in goosebumps. I love that feeling. They come and go as I'm giving messages, but when they show up, like, I'm like, oh, that's so exciting, because that's the message. So rock on.
Okay. And Letty, are you still here? Is it Peter Dole?
I don't know. And I'm not good with names. But I don't know, but it was so sweet, this image of all these hordes of people, and then this one guy like raising his hand, like, I got something to say.
Okay, we'll get that question answered in a little bit. Okay, Letty, we'll get back to you as soon as we can. Okay, spirits can be very energetic. It's Don's turn. It is Don's turn. He's asking for a reading.
And it was something about your your focus this year or something. Oh, okay. Focused on direction to focus. Okay. Receiving for, I want to say mystic Dawn. Okay. Receiving for Dawn. A, I have no idea. And B, the image is on a beautiful path, like greenery and a beautiful path, the Pied Piper. And so you just are playing. Isn't that lovely for Dawn? I love it.
Yes, it is. Yes.
But you are just playing your tune with joy and enjoying yourself and doing the best that you can. And you have everything from eagles to mice following you. It's a metaphor, of course, because I think it's people that you're playing your own tune, and it's creating a really nice place on the planet. And if I to something focus on direction, to focus my efforts, but I think it's to know that you're in the lead. If you find yourself alone, like you got, they're all behind you.
Yeah.
With this, so just keep on keeping on with what you do. It helps all of us. It helps all of us.
Yes.
And that's and that's the image, and that's the message. Like, you're fine. Your path, you're doing great. Just stay on your path and play your metaphoric flute, and you're helping a lot of people. And plants and animals. When we have love and we're doing our job, everything feels it. Yeah. All the living things. It's a lovely image. I like it.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay. Wow. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
That's cool. Oh, I don't know. Are you up to date with what Dawn is doing these days?
Well, we've just corresponded with the mediums in January and February, and beyond that, I have no idea.
Okay, because I think he's getting ready to publish his 8th book.
Oh, okay. And I remember the mystery. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, rock on. Yeah, it's yeah. I love sharing the joy. That's good. It's good.
And he is definitely leading a lot of people.
I know. That's why the image was so fun.
We wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Doug. Just saying. Oh, that's great, Sandra. Wow. And Darian, we're ready for you. Harley, if you're still here, let me know. Letty, still let me know. What was that? Did you see?
1870s and 7 generations. It's super interesting. Anyway, I'm not doing the math quickly in my head, but it's very cool.
Well, if you add
cool ancestors.
1, 8, and 7 together, that is a 7 number.
Oh, I get it. Look at you. Numerologically, that's lovely. That's very cool. I like all the synchronicities.
Well, and you being an accountant, CPA, anything
numerology. I was going to say, I didn't put that on my list of runes and I Ching, but numerology has been with me from the beginning.
Yes. And when you're a numbers person, you know that any number plus 9
is itself.
If it's
numerologically, yeah.
But if anything multiplied by 9 in numerology is 9.
Yeah.
4 times 9 is
it's the magic number. It slips through. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in bookkeeping and accounting, if you're out of balance by something that's divisible by 9, 63 or whatever, it's a transposition. Yeah. And so it's easier to find than just some random. It's lovely. 9 is a lovely number. And
I was born on a number 9. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. My son is a 9. My daughter's a 1 and I'm a 7. Or my life path is a 7, and my daughter's life path is a 1, and my son's life path is a 9. I thought that was fun. And so do you see me getting married in the future? I don't know if I'm Darian Ray. I don't know if you're male or female, but and I don't know if I'm picking up on your hopes and desires, like what's in your field, but I have a sense that there's like a white dress type, there's a white dress type dream that you have, or desire that you have, like a wedding type desire. So let's look at that. Oh, this is so cool. They just chimed in a huge way that we have so many choices now. There's so many different ways to conduct relationships and have partnerships and create families, and that it's totally your choice. If you want to manifest that for yourself, you are very able to. And it's all these messages, but you can have the white dress without the wedding and a marriage. You can do whatever you want to. You can have a ceremony of love and celebration of any relationship. You can, it's just that it's very, oh, you're male? Okay. But they're just, it's, but they're encouraging like enjoying your freedom. And being married in today's society isn't like the old days where you needed each other to survive, or a woman had so few rights that she needed a man to to survive in society. It was such a weird, but we have so many choices now. And they're saying, okay, so good. Okay. So they're saying, yes, love is coming, will come to your life. Love, if it's not in it now, it will. And you can create whatever kind of relationship you want. So if you want to be married and she wants to be married, you'll be married.
Okay. Amy for these enlightening. Yeah, great. Thank you, Sandra. Also, Pamela Shore is on my personal page, so I had to put it in here. Pamela Shore says anything from a past life to heal.
Okay. All right. And this is from Amy. I'll do my thing in a second, but this is from Amy. Yeah, when we've healed all the things that are around us, or a lot of them, we start healing our past lives. There's always something to heal. I thought I was kind of all caught up and like, oh, I could sail free because of my age and stuff. But then again, with the dream analysis, and it was Angela, that I'm doing past life healing. So that's lovely. Okay, so receiving for Pamela Shore. Okay. So the image that they're showing me is something that from a past life, something from a long time ago, and I can't remember if it was mine or somebody in the class I was taking, but it's a warrior type person on a horse, like spearing a little girl. And then there's themes of abandonment. So you were there on your own, or I don't know. They're showing that to I don't know if it's the same situation or if they're just showing me that picture to get the flavor of the thing that is next in line to be healed. But its theme is abandonment, like being all by yourself and nobody, like, oh my God, where's my safety? Where's my parents? Where's my so take a look at that. It's in that neighborhood. And they're funny. They're like, And that's all I'm going to say, like Forrest Gump. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So take that and explore that.
Hope that helps.
Yeah.
That was for Pam. Oops. I was watching that. Okay. And let's see. All right. One last person. Lisa Flame of Virgo, are you still here? Did you want a reading? Because no one else. Bonnie just came in. So hello, Bonnie. And Bonnie, you can see on Friday nights and Sunday mornings with Jess for the next couple months. Friday happy hour. Yeah, Friday night live happy hour. I think it's 5 to 7 Mountain Standard Time. And then 11 a.m. on Sunday. Okay, then we're going to go with Harley. I was waiting for you. Okay, Harley will be our last one. Sorry about that. Harley, was there a special question, Harley? Virgo is ending a 14-year-long cycle. Oh, wow. It wasn't that you're talking all Virgo, right? Not just the person who came in a few minutes ago that didn't come back. Okay, very good.
I was going to, and I looked this up yesterday because I've been talking about Pluto going into Aquarius forever. And I'm like, where's it been? And it was in Capricorn with the themes on established systems, government, corporate power, economic divides, and materialism. So that's what we're moving away from. Established systems, government, corporate power, economic divides, and materialism. And it came into Capricorn in 2008, and that's when we had the financial crisis. It's really interesting. Really interesting. Oh, Harley, okay.
I don't know if I saved.
Shall we just see what the cosmos has to say? Oh, okay.
Yes, what the cosmos has. That's the only other thing I had for her.
Okay, Harley, receiving for Harley. And it's okay, but do we know Harley's gender? It just helps
Female.
me.
She's part of our Tuesday night class and Monday night class. And yeah.
Thank you.
I love Amy's energy. Would you love to hear what comes through from? I would love to hear what comes through from me for the time. What I need to know. Here.
Okay. Super interesting. There's so many gardening metaphors, but the way they're introducing you to me is in a sunny field, a big, huge field, like Iowa size, hoeing yourself, like getting the hoe out there. You know, you make the humps and the rows, and you're just sweating up a storm, hoeing. And then the metaphor of the time-lapse photography of the corn growing over your head. And so whatever you're planting right now, whatever you're working on planting, they're just like, go girl, go. And there's a joke about exercise too, because the hoeing is good exercise. But whatever you're working on planting right now, like keep it up. You're doing great. So that's the message. And the corn will come. So and the corn will, and big, huge, corn is so weird. It starts, and then by the time it's ready to harvest in the same season, it's way over our heads. It's very cool. It's very cool. Oh, and they want, so the other thing about the changes coming is that great momentum is involved. So these huge changes are coming, but the fire horse and the number 1 and the tarot card, the Wheel of Fortune, it's great momentum. with the changes. So it feels like that with the hoeing and the corn.
And I will add your report onto the description. So when I post the video, it'll be there and they can read
A
that.
harvest goddess.
Oh, wow. Yep. Okay. And we have
That's
about
good.
8 minutes, but hold on a second. Let me get at least some of these things taken care of. Hopefully we can read them all. Wait a minute. Where did I put them? There they are. Okay. I've heard being is hard work. Okay. Have you been around Dawn too much there, Bonnie? Just say it. You're in the 14-year-long cycle, too, if I remember your Pisces. Something about Virgo for Harley. I don't remember what that was about. But anyway, okay. I hope this is the first one. Let me get rid of this.
Oh, it's my sale. Yeah. So coupon code buckle up is at 25% off all my readings or my shamanic thing. Yeah.
Off of her website. Okay. And the next Saturday is January 24th and February 28th. I'm going to push on the 24th, guys, because Dawn and Susan have something on the 28th. Just saying.
Yeah. And so it's 2 hours. And like I say, there's only one time we weren't able to read for everybody in the audience. And spirit shows up big time because we're always amazed when it's 2:55 and we're on to the very last person. We're like, oh my gosh, that worked out. And I'm the timekeeper. And I'm always amazed that it works out. I'm like, that is so cool.
Except for that one time.
Except for once. Yeah.
All right. So let me hide that and see what else is going on in the chat while we're doing. Oh, LOL, Don who? Yeah, okay. Okay. Amy, that how I feel about 2026 energy rolling in. Yes. Jess, I'm a Virgo, not a Pisces unless I have something. I don't know what that word is, so I'm just.
I think it's Pisces, unless there's a terrible joke in there. I'm
Well,
not
have you done
terrible.
your whole chart yet? Have you done your natal chart? Anyway, yes, we would love to have you join us Tuesday night. I sent her the email. I do send her the email. So
I was making a joke. I was going to make a joke to Julie this morning. I keep banker's hours. You know, this is really early for me, but I'm a 9 to 5 person. So if I can, I will.
Okay. So she has the link. She can come anytime.
Yay. Yay.
Oh, my bad on something. I don't know. Okay.
And do we have time? Oh, and do we have time for one more?
Yeah, we should be able to do. You're doing it very quickly.
Because I saw one come in. It was a long name and I couldn't tell the name, but they said, I would like a reading. And then you go, Harley's the last one. And I thought, oh, I was disappointed for her, but I thought if we have time.
If she's still here.
I have no.
Julie loves early. Yes, I do. Hey, I want to get my day started. So this is
Isn't that funny? And as a retired person, I'm like,
yeah. Amy, I miss your face. I don't know who Light Love wants.
I don't either, but thank you.
That person who came in, I'm trying to find you back here.
And I don't know how to go back, so.
You just scroll down, but I don't know if you. Oh, are you still here? Pedro Costa Calaca.
Okay. So just real quickly, I just want to make sure because we want to spread the love. So I don't know what your name is, but I'm just going to go by your email or your @ sign and that was funny because I said spread the love, and then what they're showing me is the romantic red hearts. like kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. And so, and we had one earlier that was spreading love, but you're doing an awesome job of spreading love. And if I'm not, am I mistaken? I don't think I'm mistaken. I think it's romantic love too. I think you have a good coupling that like Mike O'Reilly and Mez Deline that kind of shows the community like, oh, there's a cool coupling, like gives a good example of a good couple, a loving couple. And so anyway, so all and then they're showing me how emojis will go in a Zoom meeting, like all the red hearts. So all the red hearts to you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Julie. I just, yeah,
welcome.
that one went by. So I was glad to say
and they
hello.
do come in at the last minute, so we're going to keep going. Let's see where we're at. 3 minutes. Okay. I will be back on Friday. Angie and Dawn, you're in. Are you coming on tonight live? And let's see what else we got. So Friday, and we've already talked about Friday night and Sunday. Let's see. Yeah. And Susan will not be on this Saturday. Okay.
Oh, and I don't have I don't have the copy where I'm sitting, but the mediums, Dawn's and Susan's book is such a treat. It's on Amazon, The Mediums.
You mean this one?
Ta-da! Yeah.
I always have this nearby. However, I met with somebody yesterday, and they borrowed 2 books of theirs from me. And I feel like I'm missing something because I let somebody borrow those 2 books. It's like I carry them with me everywhere I go, except when I need them, right, Don? One time I left them behind and I needed it that day, but anyway, it works out. My name was acted right before my reading. Can I claim the romantic love? Of course, Harley, take the love. If
Take
it
the love.
if it resonates, you know you got to grab onto it.
It's true. It's all about the resonation.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming in today. Very lively group. A lot of great.
Thank you for having me, Julie. This was fun.
Yes. And I've got to give Angela a call. Please remind me to give Angela a call because I already have Kat, but I know Kat's going through a lot of things.
Angela works. She's she's got a schedule. She's a nurse. Yeah.
Yeah. She's a very good nurse. That doesn't mean we can't make it on the side there somewhere. But I've had Jen on. I've had you on.
Oh, thank you.
And Kat can't come on yet. Unless she heals pretty quickly, because she's been through a lot medically, right?
Angelina would be fun. Her resilient awareness channel on YouTube is amazing. And she can crack me up. She's very funny.
Okay.
That naughty funny. I love it.
Yeah. I know I've met her at Tina's, but I don't remember her that much. And I have never seen her because I don't know if I saw her that day you guys were at the Sonoran Wellness Market.
She's clairvoyant as well. Her clairvoyance is impressive. Okay. And the resilient awareness is like your love riot warriors. It's like let's kick some spiritual ass.
Yes.
So it's fun. Yeah.
I love that. Okay, I'm going to have to get that later. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Next week, everyone. Next week will be Miss Shauna Sellers, or the other way we know her is Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. So I'm looking forward to that. And I will be posting more things on that in the next couple of days. Hopefully you'll see some clips from this by tomorrow morning. So thank you guys. Have a great week, rest of the week. And rise above with love. Shine
rise above with love. That's awesome.
If I can get to my graphics, I'll be. And here's your favorite one. Have a good day, guys. We'll see you next time.